Alright, yeah, we can look at the replay, the GPM replay. So, I played a game earlier with a stack of 4 people, and we tried to get high GPM on Alchemist, me and Prodigy did. And it was very spontaneous. It was just because we had a gyrocopter in our team, and he said he wanted to make side gunner work. And I said, okay, I'll play Alchemist and get you some side gunner. So that's what I did. Anyway, this game ends up having a GPM of 1872, which is probably the highest that I've seen. I've seen someone get 1700, but this was 1872. I haven't seen anyone get that high in a, in a normal game, not enemy feeding on purpose or not abusing some bug. Just some stacks and some alchemists. So I wanted to give you an idea of how you can achieve that.
The battle begins.
So the game starts up. We're going mid. Go Iron Talon first because that's gonna help you the most in farming and last hitting. My stacker decides to feed the enemy first so that he gets some gold. So that he just sucked. So he dies, but that doesn't matter. Mid lane is in the end just a farm war. We managed to get some Grievous Greed D-ward, always nice, extra gold, putting us at 3 CS with 2 creeps to go. And meanwhile in jungle, SD is starting the stacking. He didn't skill his Shadow Poison. I think he could have stacked a lot more effectively. He failed this one, got this one. That's fine though. If you had Shadow Poison level 1, I'm pretty sure you can stack like 3 camps at once as Shadow Demon. So this can definitely be like done harder and better. But the idea of having one support just stacking for you a lot is still very nice. I'm not gonna go in normal time because overall it's just gonna take too long. So we farm away on mid lane. Got the bottle first after Iron Talon. You need to have some extra mana so you can acid spray more. There is a Crystal Maiden in our team as well, so that's gonna give some extra mana. Both the enemies actually, or I say both the enemies control both the runes very well in this game, so pretty hard to fill the bottle. Meaning I will just send out the courier and take my items and fill the bottle that way. CS wise, everything is going splendid though. No one is really pressuring me mid, even though they are rotating around. It is some jungle PA and stuff, so I'm not gonna say this is like ultra high skill game. I'm just focusing on what is done by the Alchemist and the SD in this game. So he's stacking this again. He's gonna throw a poison and stack that again, meaning there will now be a triple on this and a triple on this, and this is normal. So I'm gonna run out here. 2 points in acid spray is preferable if you're gonna start jungling up. You don't really want to do it with 1 point in acid spray, and at the same time you skill Grievous Greed on level 3. I'm positive about this. During laning phase it's gonna give you a lot more, and I just recommend doing that. And of course it's one more multiplier on the bounty rune if you get one. But then it's a choice. Like you could put 3 points acid spray or 3 points greed right now. Kind of depends what you're gonna do, I guess. I do end up putting 3 points acid spray because seeing how much stacks we have, I want to kill them off quickly when I go there. Fails that stack, unfortunately. I get a lot of time to farm up. I do optimistically try and go for the bottom rune, but PA is really on top of the runes, so I have to be there on the rune spawn or I'm not gonna get it at all. I can go to GPM tab actually already, just see how early we get up to what number. So Alchemist farms notoriously quick in laning phase already, but it's really when you get like level 9 that you start farming really quick, or even level 11 for that double points in ulti. Seeing that this is already a triple stack, I want to get one more on it, so 53, Iron Talon one of them and run away. That's sort of like being a ranged hero, in the sense that you don't stick around and the creeps hit you immediately, so that's going to make it a lot easier than trying to run in, tank the creeps, run back. Iron Talon very helpful for stacking for some melee heroes. and of course for cutting the trees as well. So getting the mud golems is really nice, by the way. If you're ever playing Alchemist, you know that these little babies are gonna give you so much gold. And after getting the bottle and Iron Talon, I went to the face boots and started going towards armlets. Invoker comes out here, but he really doesn't have the spells he wants, and he's not high enough level to do this. He needs to have Word Spirits up, and he ends up just being a feed. And ST didn't even continue hitting him, he just went for a stack instead. And didn't get that one, but got this one. So this is also tripled, and I just cleared the jungle, so it's very nice that it's already being stacked up. This Invoker died, there's a rune top this time. Get that, push out the mid aggressively, use the acid spray to shove it quickly, and then run into a jungle and keep farming. And I do think I just start farming it here. Could have tried to do some stack, I guess, but at the same time, we just want to kill it off quickly when there are already some stacks. He comes out again, and he really shouldn't do this. On his own, he can't shut it down. So this is very unfortunate for Invoker. If he focused on himself much more, he would have gone his Midas quicker and had some power to do something later on. I can understand his frustration though, because no one is coming out to contest the free farming Alchemist, which is worrisome. And 3,000 gold. At this point, if you want to go for a GPM record, I don't think Radiance is actually the build. I think I should have gone for Battle Fury instead. That would have been better. But I end up going for the Radiance anyway. I didn't really think too much before doing this. Just kind of bought Radiance because it's the standard solo mid item for Alchemists. And I get my first bounty rune of the game here, apart from the minute 0 rune. And that's a 10-minute Radiance complete, so now the farm is going to be very, very, very quick. And a lot of this, of course, comes thanks to the help of the SD stacking around. Else we would not be anywhere near the Radiance at 10 minutes. It would take like 14 minutes or so, so it's like 4 full minutes of farming that was saved by SD helping, or possibly even 5 minutes if you consider the armlets into it. Get lucky again with a mud golem spawn, really helpful. Some semi-stack on the small camp, small creeps are nice, they die quick. And a triple over here as well. And right now, farm is just flying in. Like, we got a 10-minute Radiance, and 12 minutes in, 3,600 gold is already up. There is a fight here. Normally I would just go for the farm immediately, but I decided to go and try to get more kills. He goes Invis, but Radiance Burn is pretty strong early game. I mean, that's 50 damage per second. Again, Mud Golems. Maybe I got lucky with Mud Golems in this game, actually. There have been so many. More Mud Golems here as well. The dream. The dream. And, sending out Travels first now. I think Travels probably the best item to get next there. Maybe Blink Dagger would have farmed faster. I'm not sure. I think this just allows you to use more of the map going for a Travels first. And still having the face boots in your inventory, you run like a monster while you pop the active effects. And Gyrocopter is now going to start stacking up the Ancients a lot as well, which, spoiler alert, I will be the one to steal that from him. After all, it's going towards his side gunner. Thank you for a sub, by the way, dude. Waga awesome. Thanks. And Zeus coming in. Did he have a ward or something? No. He's probably just looked for some squishy supports to kill, but unfortunately people are staying pretty close. They have some global stuff like Zeus, Sunstrike, and then AA ulti as well. And running around with armlets, I do worry a little bit about it, but Zeus dying there feels safe again. Now it's just about trying to use as much of the map as possible. You want to keep the efficiency high by not running and doing nothing, basically. So Octarine flies in, and now with low CD on ulti, I should be using it more than I am. I should try and keep it up almost all the time. The duration is 25 and the cooldown is 33 or 34. So really only not even 9 seconds cooldown. Shouldn't be waiting with it ever, you should just pop it to keep running. With an Arcane Rune, actually the cooldown is less than the duration. which is kind of funny for Alchemist. And your cooldown on Acid Spray is also less than the duration. I think I run and take the Ancients with that, because I noticed that I put down 2 Acid Sprays at the same time, I think. Do I do that? Yeah, my next Acid Spray is gonna come up while the previous one is already there. And if you ever played like what the fuck mode or something, you'll know that the damage ticks do stack. The minus armor doesn't. So, just a funny little thing with Arcane Rune. And right now, I kind of wish that Gyrocopter wasn't farming at all. I wish he was just one more stacker, so we could break that 2000 GPM record. Or, I don't know why I call it a record, I haven't seen how someone do it, but I want to reach 2k GPM. It was my attempt in this game. Get a bounty rune. And again, not really going to fight at all, but at this point I have so many items that I decide to finally make use of it. The travels, PPN, and PA is just instant death. She free farmed a lot, but her item build is not so good. This is a jungle PA though, having a Vladimir's and Shadowblade at this 18 minutes. Pretty fast actually. I don't know. I think she could have gone for better items though. If you're gonna jungle PA, why not go Mask of Madness actually?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Anyway, at this point, the game is crumbling for them. And I can't remember what my next item is here actually. If I do go for the Mjolnir or Moonshard even.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mjolnir.
Yeah,
I just wanted to get more attack speed to be able to actually both farm faster, but also get some kill potential so we can do this.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And now the entire map is just sort of ours. Meanwhile, I'm farming their jungle. Our double Tranquil Boots. Shadow Demon is stacking up our jungle as well. So he's prepping it, and I'm just running around getting rich. Moonshard gets picked up, instantly consuming it. I still think Blink Dagger is like ultra valuable, pretty late into the game. For Alchemist, if you're gonna go for some farm record, being able to blink across cliffs like here, or just in general moving faster, is very important. If you kill creeps as fast as you do, I mean, with Mjolnir and Radiance, the creeps really melt. Then mobility is all you really want after that. Now is pretty much the time where I will stack Aghanims for my teammates.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Or start doing so at least. And the enemy are really finding it hard to leave base at this point, because everyone is getting pretty big in our team due to taking their outer towers. They just don't feel safe to leave, and that gives us so much space to farm. With travels as well, we're just getting tons, and there's 2 Aghanims starting to build up. Courier's dead though, so I told ST to buy a second courier. Gyrocopter wanted to use it, I told him no, it's busy, filled it with items and sent it to a secret shop. And I don't really pay attention to who I would give my first Aghanims to, I just said come to Ancients for Aghanims, so whoever gets here first, you know. And it ends up being my little stack machine, and Kyo on Crystal Maiden gets one as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And I think I ignore that mid-fight, I think I just keep farming. And in fact, once you start giving away Aghanims to your supports, they get really hard to kill. For heroes that want to burst so quickly, their entire lineup pretty much apart from Medusa want to kill supports quickly. Now they have like 1300 HP on both of them. It's not so easy anymore. So even the kills that are supposed to be easy are not. And that's one more Aghanims coming in. I think it's the that's the Gyrocopter's Aghanims. In fact, the last one that I buy in this game. So he has the side gunner now. That's all he ever wanted. And he went for a Daedalus and Helm of Dominator build. He wanted to have lifesteal and crits on his side gunner. Not sure that's the best build, but it's a fun build. So I feel that's pretty fun. I'll read your question as soon as the game is over, dude. It doesn't last too long. Check it up. Thank you, Beastimon, for donating it. So, just about to break, with that kill, we break 1600 GPM. This is pretty much my previous record, was 1600. And with the travels, we can score pretty easy kills now. I think at this point, just want to finish the game as soon as possible. It gets harder and harder to maintain a high GPM as everyone else in your team gets stronger and start taking more of the map as well and farm. And killing off all the enemy buildings and then finishing early is a good way to get to GPM. Oh, the double stun. They were stacked up and both got hit by the concoction. Almost an entire 100 more GPM there. Holy crap. Maybe I should have gone for more kills. So much money. Actually, a lot of it was the Rax dying. Rax's give nice gold as well. And all the towers are coming down at the same time right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I didn't go for Manta style in this game. Some people commented and thought it was weird, but Manta style is not so good for Alchemist anymore anyway. Considering that Reveal Speed does not work on your illusions anymore. They used to, and then of course your illusions were really sick, because it was actually bugged as well, so that the Greeble speed of your illusions would stack with the Greeble speed of your hero, I believe, at some point. At some point it didn't. So like, you got an insane amount of money from Manta, but now, there's no point. If you kill them with your Manta illusions, you don't get extra money. So why would I want to push out lanes in that way? Oh, Forge Spirits, extra money.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And their 1800 is achieved. Just trying to finish up all the buildings now and end the game. I wasn't sure what GPM we would be at. I knew it was going to be really high, probably my highest ever, but I wasn't sure exactly how high. And, just trying to finish. Get the value. A few creeps before the game ends. And after all that, it ends up being 1872. There's some things that people ask, like, why didn't I give Timbersaw and Aghanims, or why didn't I change my armlets? Honestly, that was just about trying to do all that while farming as fast as possible. It's like, I didn't want to use the courier. If the game looked like it was going to continue for a long time, obviously I would change my armlet, but I thought we could finish it right there and then. And Timbersaw, he just never got his Aghanims. I don't know. Sorry, Timber, you were robbed, but shit happens. Do I think face boots on Alchemist are good? Yeah, for sure. During laning phase, I think it's really good. Face boots give you a lot of last hits that you wouldn't get otherwise. Wouldn't it be worth having a courier following you with Manta plus Necro 3 in it? Theoretically, yeah. I mean, it would be, I suppose. You could even have a courier follow you with Silver's Edge and Refresher and, you know, quite a few items. But no, I didn't go for it. There are too many items that you want before you get to that point anyway, so it's not really important. Not really important unless you're in some ultra late game. When did they remove the greed from illusions? Go to Liquipedia for Dota. It's really good. Lists changelog really nicely. Why did your SD have 3 tranquils? He just wanted regen, dude. He just wanted to regenerate. Now if Zeus ultis, he very quickly regenerates. All the tranquils stack. Not saying it's good, but not saying it's bad.